Hello, welcome back to school. I have no clue what kind of a view you have, but it is what it is. I have a little bit of a headache. I think some of it just might be from yesterday. My tummy was all upset. That's feeling okay, I think. But I am having to make out 5 copies of a music table in Braille consisting of all the notes and stuff. If I can find an image, I will post it somewhere here, there, wherever. But I have to think really hard on this. I have to think like how I want to set it up, because I need to write in like the note name and the note value along the side. So, and I still want to leave enough room to actually write all these out without wasting paper. So if let me see here, let me set a margin. Okay, so if I set that margin there, that should give me plenty of room to write in the actual note symbols for the duration. And then I think if I just go across and space 3 times, it should be enough to get all the solfege across the top. So I did post a video on music notation in my Braille playlist. I'll post it at the end of the video. Either that specific video or the Braille playlist, however. But either way, it is there. So I need to think. So we're going to start off with do. And do is the letter D. Although normally you wouldn't say that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to do 3 spaces. Then we're going to do re. Oh shoot, how many spaces? That should be enough for 3 fingers. And then mi is the reverse of do. 1, 2, 3. And then fa is the upper part of the cell. Fa. And then we have sol, which is similar to H. And then sol. And then we have la. I almost spelled out the word la. La is la, and then I think I need to go back 1, and then T is the letter J, and then I have to think on the rest, because right now I'm doing 8th notes and quavers. I think the rest is the letter X. There. Then I'll go down 2 spaces. Yeah. Okay. And now I have to do the same thing, but I have to turn the above notes that I just wrote out into crotchets or quarter notes. And that is adding dot 3. No, it's adding dot 6. Yeah, it's adding dot 6. I just see if I can grab this for the cat. She's starting to stir. I don't know if she's tired or what's going on with her. But yeah. Okay, so dot 6 with do. 1, 2, 3. And then dot 6 with re. 2, 3. And then dot 6 with me. Me. is that one. And then that 6 with fa. And then that 6 with sol. And then that, we gotta go back one. That 6 with la. And then that 6 with T. It's something in my ear and it's not my finger. That 6 with T is that one. That's T, and then you add that 6. And then, oh, our T is off a little bit. No, our T is correct. Okay, now I have to think on the rest. And I think you said it was the letter V. I don't know why, but I think it's the letter V. For the quarter rest. Now I have to do this again, but I have to make these into minims or half notes. So now I have to take the solfege and I add dot 3 to this thing. So starting off with do, and then you add dot 3. You space a bunch of times, and then you have re, which is that one and that one and that one. And then and then you have me, which is that one, and that one. I know that means absolutely nothing for you guys. And then you have fa, and then you have sol, and then you have la, and then you have T, and then this one you gotta think on the rest. So it's the lower part of the cell, because that's gonna build your base, and then it's always the right side. It's the upper dot on the left side. So it's 1, 3, 6, which probably makes absolutely no sense, but yeah. The next one I have to write out are the whole notes, or the semi-breves, or semi-brev. I never know if it's a breve or a brev. I think it's a brev. It comes from the French. I know that. Okay, so you write out your notes again with both of the dots used at the bottom. So you have do, and then you add that 3 and 6. And then you have re, then you add that 3 and 6. And then you have me, then you add that 3 and 6. And then you have fa, then you add that 3 and 6. And then you have sol, and then you add that 3 and 6. And then you have la, then you add that 3 and 6. Then you have T, where's T? And then you add that 3 and 6. And then you have the rest. And that rest is going to be the opposite of the one we just made. So it's going to be the upper part of the cell with dot 3. So you got 1, 3, and then 4. And that is your rest. And then I get to do it 4 more times. So, let me see here if I could just focus on writing them out. So I've already talked about how I set it up and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna focus on writing these out, and then hopefully things will be okay. Let me see here. So I gotta think on this. So we got dough. I'm gonna leave that as is. So we got do, 1, 2, 3, re, 3, re, mi, 3, fa, 3, sol. Needs to go. Oh, that's right. Sol, la, ti, and then your rest. And then you have to do that again with the other dots. Okay, so you had do with dot 6. And then you have re with dot 6. And then you have mi with dot 6. And then you have mi fa with dot 6. And then you have sol with dot 6. And then you have la with dot 6. And then you have ti with dot 6. And then you have your rest, which is the letter V. Then you do the same thing again, but you have to add dot 3. My eyeball's gonna pop out of my head. I don't know why, but yeah. Okay, so then you add dot 3. I don't know. Oh, I don't have my clock with me. Shoot. Either way, you add dot 3. So we're gonna do do with dot 3. And then you're going to do re with dot 3. Then you're going to do mi with dot 3. And then you're going to do fa with dot 3. And then you're going to do sol with dot 3. Then you're going to do la with dot 3. Then you're going to do ti with dot 3. And then you're going to do your rest, which is 3, 1, 3, 6. Wait, yeah, that was right. 1, 3, 6. Yep. Okay, and then you do your do with dot 3 and 6. So you do do, dot 3 and 6. You do re, 3 and 6. Re, 3, 6. And then you have mi with dot 3 and 6. Mi, and then 3 and 6. And then you have fa with 3 and 6. And then you have sol with 3 and 6. Sol, everything on this. Sol, 3 and 6. And then you have la with 3 and 6. La with 3 and 6. And then you have ti. Yeah, I think it's T. I think I lost my spot. Yeah, you gotta have T with 3 and 6. And then you have your rest, which is 1, 3, 4. I don't know if I could draw another table on this page. I don't know if I could draw another table. I don't think I can. I need to get another piece of paper. Let me see what time it is. It is 15 after. I need to see if I could fit 3 tables on one piece of paper. I put you there because I don't want to be using up all my Braille paper, but I'm probably going to have to use up all my Braille paper. Which then I'll have to get more Braille paper. I think I have a big pile underneath under the bookshelf. Okay, so we're going to keep the formatting all the same. Same ruling or whatever. And I think what I'm going to do is try to reduce the spacing. Well, let me see here. If I could fit 20, I think I could fit 24 lines on a cell or on a page. So if I have 24, and if I just space down 1, so that's 1, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes 4 lines to write out the Braille with a space. So that's 8 lines. I don't know if I'm going to get it to fit. I'm going to have to figure out how to make this fit. But for now, we're going to write out do, and then re, and then mi, and then fa, and then sol, and then la, and then ti. Oh, I don't know what happened. T. I don't know why there's a note there. There's a note there that shouldn't be, or a dot that shouldn't be there. I don't know how that dot got put in there. We're going to take it out. We're going to repunch this dot. And then the rest is letter X. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add dot 3. So we're going to add do. Wait, we got to add dot 6. Then we got to add dot 3. So we got to add dot 6. Do with dot 6. And then re with dot 6. Am I lining these up? I think Ray is off. I think Ray might be off a little bit. Yeah, Ray is off by 1 space. We're going to move that back over there. Okay, so now we're going to add Ray with dot 6. I don't know how many spaces I did. And then me with dot 6. Me with dot 6. And then fa with dot 6. And then la with dot 6. And then, oh no! I need to put in sol. Can I turn this into a sol? I think I could turn this into a sol. I gotta go back. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta turn this into a sol. I can't believe I skipped out on sol. It's the dominant of the scale. How could I skip out on sol? Sol. Nope, that's T. I need sol with dot 6. And then I can add la. Yeah, then I can add la with dot 6. And then I can add T with dot 6. And then I can add the rest, which is the letter V. And then I add that 3. Yeah. That looks like it's correct. And then I add that 3 to do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, etc. So I add that, I do do, and then dot 3. 2, 3. I space over, hold on, I gotta space back on 2 on that one. And then I do re with that 3. And then I do mi with that 3. And then I do mi, fa with that 3. And then, hold on, something's not right. Did I screw up on, no? This should be sol. It feels like a bunch of dots. Oh, my dot came back. I don't want my dot to come back. My dot that I flattened on sol came back. I guess that's why you use a Braille eraser. Okay. That's fa, and then sol with that 3, and then la with that 3, and then la, and then you have t with dot 3, and then your rest, which is, I gotta think of the print symbol of rest because I don't know it any other way. It's the lower part of the cell and then the upper left hand part, and that is your rest. And then I add that 3 and 6 to my solfege. And then we go do with that 3 and 6. And then we have re with 3 and 6. And then we have mi with 3 and 6. And then we have fa with 3 and 6. And then sol with 3 and 6. And then la with 3 and 6. And then T with 3 and 6. And then the rest, which is 1, 3, 4. And we could do a double space down. And then I think I might be able to put the other table on here. I think what I'm going to do to save space, because I've already wrote them 3 times out with the space between, I think I'm going to put them so they're like after each other, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I'm not going to put a space between each line. I'm just going to put in the solfege. And then I'm going to put in the next line. And then the next line. Because I don't want to be wasting all my paper. Not that this is wasting paper. Okay, so we're going to start off with do. This is, I think, our 4th time. So we got do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, rest. Let's go back one. Yeah, rest. And then we're just gonna write in the rest of the notes. So then we're going to do do with dot 6. No, yeah, do with dot 6. And then me. Where's me? Yeah, that's me. So then we have re with dot 6. And then we have me with dot 6. And then we have fa with dot 6. And then we have sol with dot 6. And then we have mi la with dot 6. And then we have T with dot 6. And then we have the rest. Redo that. And then you do your next line. So now you add dot 3, and that's going to be your minim. So then you got do with dot 3. And then you have re with dot 3. And then you have me with dot 3. Me dot 3. And then you have fa with dot 3. And then you have sol with dot 3. And then you have la with dot 3. Does that need, I don't know. Then you have la with dot 3. And then you have T with dot 3. And then you have your rest, which is, we're doing the minims. And then you do your whole notes. Dot 3 and 6. And then you got 3. Do with dot 3 and 6. And then re with 3 and 6. And then me with 3 and 6. And then me fa with 3 and 6. And then sol with 3 and 6. Sol with 3 and 6. And then you have la with 3 and 6. And then you have T with 3 and 6. And then you have your rest, which is, 1, 3, 4. Okay, so that is that. And then I think we should be able to fit the rest of them in here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We should be able to fit the rest of them in here. So, we're doing the crotchets. No, we're doing the quavers. We got do. I'm going to put like 2 spaces. Do, and then you got re, and then mi, and then fa, and then sol, and then la, and then ti, and then a rest, which is that one. Then you go down, and then you go do with dot 6, and then you go re with dot 6, then you go mi with dot 6, then you go fa with dot 6, then you go sol with dot 6, and then you go la with dot 6, and then you go T with dot 6, then your rest, which is that one. And then you go do with that 3. So you got do, and then you got 3. And then mi, re with that 3. And then sol, no. Do, re, mi, fa, fa with that 3. Do, re. Oh, we need mi. Mi with that 3. And then fa with that 3. And then sol with that 3. And then la with that 3. And then la, ti with that 3. And then your rest, which is the 1, 3, 6. And then you have your minims. You have do with, wait, do we do, I think we just did the minims. We just did the minims. So now we have the crotchet, no, the whole notes. So now we got do with that 3 and 6. We got do with that 3 and 6. And we got re with that 3 and 6. And then we have re, mi with 3 and 6. And then mi, fa with 3 and 6. And then sol with 3 and 6. Sol with 3 and 6. And then la with 3 and 6. Oops, I gotta add the rest of my sol with 3 and 6. I think that's right. I think I added a dot. Yeah, something's wonky in that one. Okay, that one looks more correct. And then you have, hold on. Yeah, this is T with 3 and 6. So you got T and then 3 and 6. And then your rest is 1, 3, 4. That's a lot of paper at the bottom. I wasn't sure how much paper I had left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I have to go through and I have to write out, like in pen, the solfege and the note duration. Like, I'm just gonna draw out the actual note symbol. I think it'll be easier for myself and teacher to follow along with. I need to find my pen though. I think my cat was chewing on my pen. And I can't find my pen. Is there a pen in her cat toys? Usually she's got a couple of my pens in here. Let me see here. You see a pen in here? Here's one. I know I had one here that actually worked. Like a real one. Oh! No, that's her stick. Is she laying on it? You little shyster. My cat was laying on my pen. Oh my gosh. If it's mine, she has to lay on it. Okay, so I'm going to set you guys here. Hopefully you don't fall. But I just need to write this in real quick. So, we're going to do the notes. Oh wait, this is a blank page. So I'm going to put in the solfege up on the top. You got do, re, mi, fa, and then sol, la, ti, and then your rest. Sorry to leave everyone hanging without finishing the scale, but it's how the assignment works out. Okay, and then you draw in your note. You draw in your 8th note, or your quaver, then your crotchet, and then your minim, and then your semi-brief. And that's kind of what this thing looks like when it's all done. Over on the side of the rest, I'll just draw in the rest symbols, if I can figure that out. And then the whole rest. There. And then I gotta copy that out again. Okay, so we have do, re, mi, and then mi, fa, and then sol, la, ti, and then rest. And then you draw in your rest symbols. Okay. This is basically filled. I can't talk. This is basically building the foundation of recognizing the notes. Obviously, to be able to read them, I'll have to actually have music to read them. But as far as identifying and just writing them out is good. For just learning what the notes are. This would kind of like be what we're doing with maths when we're working with the blocks, the little, we call them blocks, but really they're just laminated pieces of paper. Understanding how different number combinations were created. This is kind of similar to that. So then we do our solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, rest. That T was a little off. And then draw in the actual rest symbols. Just like that. And then you draw in the printed symbols of the values. I don't know why I'm always drawing them stem up, but yeah, I'm drawing them stem up. they can go either or, stem up or down. Okay, so now we move on to the last two, which are a little bit different. I mean, it's the same chart, but they're like, there's not a lot of space because I wanted to make sure that this all fit on just a couple pages. Oh, we got do, re, mi. Where's mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and then your rest. And you draw in your rest. Oh, that one's like right next to it. Okay, and then you draw in your rhythm. Let me draw the notes with the stems going down. Of course, in Braille, it really doesn't matter because we don't have note stems in Braille. And then the very last one, we got do, re, mi, and then sol, la, ti, and then your rest. Draw these. In real quick. Okay. And you can draw your note duration. And again, I'll draw these upside down with the stems down. Okay. And just like that, that is done. This is a blank page. I don't know what this page is doing here, but it's a blank page. I'll say copywork. I'll call this. Braille notation. Braille notation table copywork is what I'll call this. Whatever today's date is, May 8, 2024. Okay. So this is the end result of my homework. Let me show you guys. So that's my homework. I had to write this out 5 times. Make sure that everything comes in. And then here's page 2. I think I did better on this one. I seem to mess up on my letters. I messed up on the dictation thing in class. I got the T reversed around. I don't know what happened to that, but I got the T mixed up because I was writing with the slate. Which it happens. But extra practice work will make it better. Because that's how we all get better. Okay, so that concludes my music assignment. Yay. If you want to like, share, and subscribe, I'm hoping to get back to the organ today. I was going to get it there yesterday, but because my tummy was all upset, I ended up going to bed really, really early. And then I woke up really, really early. But yeah, so I'm going to get back to the organ and get that caught up. Because I got to keep on top of my schedule. Otherwise, I won't keep on top of my schedule. But yeah, if you want to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell for all notifications.